This scripture that I'm focusing on right now, 2 Corinthians 12:9, I'm reading from the English Standard Version, has really been a big verse for me these last couple years. I've gone through ups and downs of the NFL, gone from being a starter, traded, benched, back up, but this verse has brought so much meaning and just to my heart and in my life. So 2 Corinthians 12:9, but he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I will boast all the more gladly of my weaknesses, so that the power of Christ may rest upon me. This verse, a lot of people don't know this. I'm gonna share this right now because I think it's important. After my time with a certain NFL team, I wanted to retire. This was a year ago. I wanted to retire from the NFL, and I really struggled. I couldn't pick up a football for about 8 months. I had no love for the game, and it was tough. But I kept reading scripture, I kept praying, I kept asking God, and so many of us ask God for signs. We ask God to show us, hey, please just put it on the wall, like I want to know. But that's not how it works. He's not always going to do that. He can put something on your heart, but he's not always going to give you just a flat out sign. And as I read this verse, looking back, he was shaping me. He was bringing me down to my knees. I'll never forget the moment when I decided that I had the heart to play football and I wanted to use the platform that God had given me to glorify him with everything I have, and just sort of a completely revigorated outlook on the game. I remember praying to him, and at that moment when I prayed it, I sort of felt a sense of calm. And what I felt in my heart was, Nick, I'm gonna be with you. You just need to make a decision. Because what I was doing was I was waiting for a sign. I was so weak at that time, but in reality, God, I wouldn't change a thing because I grew so much through everything I went through. And at that moment through that prayer, he said, hey, just take a step of faith. You're either gonna stop playing the game of football and you're gonna go on to a different area of your life, and I'm gonna be with you. I'm gonna be the most important thing in your life. Or you're gonna step back into football and you're gonna continue to play, and I'm gonna be with you every step of the way, and you're gonna play to glorify me. And in that moment, I decided to go back to the game of football, and it was the greatest decision I ever made because of what I went through, I gained so many more characteristics that I didn't have before. That's a story I can share with friends, with loved ones, if I'm speaking at a church or if I'm in a locker room, whatever that may be, because everyone feels weak at some time in our lives. But we have to realize when we're going through that, God's shaping our hearts and allowing us to grow to become who he created us truly to be.